Hey guys, let's make some loaded baked potato soup and garlic bread grilled cheese. It is something that I love. I've been craving it for a little while. I am going to start off with my bacon. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350. Just let it cook in there until it looks done. That way I can focus on some other stuff and not have to worry about frying bacon. I've got 3 russet potatoes, washed, dicing them up into small bites. I should have used all 3. I ended up only using 2, and that was a mistake on my part. I definitely needed more potatoes, so I will remember that for next time. These don't have to be super small bites because you're going to mash them up later, so don't worry about that. I've got 2 onions that I got from my garden over the summer. I've stored them down in the basement. It's nice and cool down there, one of those classy Michigan basements. So these onions will last down there nearly all winter, and they'll be very flavorful still. I've got my awesome Dutch oven. It's my favorite soup pot. I got it for $25 when I was thrifting, so what a steal. It's a Tramontina, if anybody was wondering. No, it's not dirty, just well-loved and very well used. You're going to heat up about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. Throw those thinly sliced onions in there, and you don't want to burn these or caramelize them. You're going to have this set to medium heat. That way they can start to get a translucent color, start to soften up. They're going to be super fragrant and very soft. You know me, the biggest garlic I can find. I'm going to grate 2 of those cloves, which, believe it or not, is a lot of garlic. The difference between the fresh garlic and the jarlic is I think this has a much stronger taste, so it's really up to you what you want to use. Just cook it all down, keep it on that medium heat. I added a whole box of chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth. Most will probably call for that. Some salt, some pepper, and some of that Weaver's Southwestern dust. I'm telling you guys, I swear by this. I use it on everything. I added another 3 or 4 cups of water and dumped in my potatoes. We're going to bring it to a boil. My bacon is out and cooked perfectly. As you can see, I have no idea how long I had it in there. Cover your soup, let it cook until those potatoes are fork tender. I have a 1-pound block of Colby Jack. I would have preferred cheddar, but it's not something I had. But this will do just fine. I'm going to grate the whole thing. We're going to put some in the soup, some as a topping, and use some for our grilled cheese. So I know it sounds like a lot, but you're going to use a lot. Chop up that delicious bacon, get it set to the side. I have my green onions and my little herb scissors. I don't really know how I feel about them. Stuff kind of got stuck. And then I have 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour and 3/4 cups of half and half. You're going to mix those together in a cup before you add it to your soup. That way it blends in nicely and your soup is going to start to thicken up. So you're going to want to let it just cook for a minute. You're going to mash up your potatoes, not all the way. Just give it a quick little go-round. Add in about a cup and a half of your cheese and just let it cook. I know this seems like it's going to take forever. Trust the process. It's one of those that it does, but it's going to be good, so don't worry. Obviously, you can see it starts to thicken up as I pull that spoon out, and it's really sticking onto there. So I'm getting all my toppings set around it, so it's easy peasy. Put my soup in my bowl. It's nice and hot. Look at those chunks of potatoes. I'm so excited. Add a little more cheese, some of that bacon, and some of those green onions for a zang. And look at all those flavors and colors. When I tell you I ate almost that whole pot, gonna do our garlic bread grilled cheese, which is just basic grilled cheese. Add your butter to your slices of bread. Use whatever bread you want. Make it fancy. I don't care. I'm not your boss. Put a little bit of garlic powder. You can use garlic salt. I think it's too salty. That's my opinion. You can, again, use whatever you want or don't. Add some of that shredded Colby Jack on there. Some of that bacon just to spruce it up. Give it a little crunch. The girls absolutely devour these grilled cheeses. They always do. If you don't know how to cook grilled cheese, you do now. You just wait for it to look like toast, and then you flip it over, and then everything's melted, and it's delicious, and you dip it in your soup. So I got my other one going on there, and The first one I'm cutting off to the side. Look at that pull. Shredded cheese is the best if you want a nice, good, gooey pull like that.